When life breaks you, don't stay broken. When the storm roars, don't let your silence drown. When people walk away, carry on. The pain you feel is not proof God left, but proof you're alive in His training ground. Life won't always clap for you. Sometimes the road of destiny is lonely because God is pruning you. Proverbs 24 verse 16 says, "For though a righteous man falls 7 times, he rises again." Falling doesn't define you. Refusing to rise does. Every great story begins with resistance. Gold isn't gold until it passes through fire. So when fire comes, understand it. Romans 5 verses 3 to 4 says, "We glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience, experience, and experience, hope." What looks like delay is preparation. The road may be rough, but it still leads somewhere. So keep walking. You may limp or crawl, but movement and pain is still progress. Don't answer those who mock you. The same crowd that mocked Noah later begged for his ark. Keep building in silence. Let results speak. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 8 says, "Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof." When a door closes, don't cry at the doorstep. Sometimes God shuts it to redirect, not reject. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Every pain has purpose. Betrayal became Joseph's transport to the throne. Rejection pushed David toward destiny. The cross became Jesus' doorway to glory. A man who carries firewood must expect smoke. Every calling carries cost. If you have vision, expect friction. Remember Philippians 1 verse 6. "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." God hides you to build you. Don't mistake isolation for abandonment. Moses met God alone. Elijah heard him alone. Jesus prayed alone. Solitude is where God carves giants. There are nights so long you wonder if morning will come, but it will. Psalm 30 verse 5 says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." Your night is not forever. It's a bridge to sunrise. Ignore gossip and doubt. Carry on. Let your silence be your sermon and your progress your proof. Faith is not denying the storm, but sailing through it with trust. Hebrews 11 verse 1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Believe everything God said, even when you see nothing. When heaven seems silent during prayer, remember teachers don't talk during tests. Heaven's silence is evaluation, not absence. Job 23 verse 10 says, "He knows the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold." Carry on when your strength runs low. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles." Eagles use storms to rise higher. When the wind gets stronger, spread your faith wider. Don't let yesterday's scars silence today's song. Every healed wound is a testimony. Revelation 12 verse 11 says, "They overcame by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." You can't have a testimony without a test. A river cuts through rock by persistence, not power. So persist. The enemy wants you to quit before you win. Galatians 6 verse 9 says, "Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not." Your due season is coming, guaranteed. When God says in due season, time bows. Don't compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 10. Every destiny has its own calendar. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven." Not happening now doesn't mean not happening. When people mock your faith, smile. God fulfilled his word despite those who doubted Noah, Jeremiah, Mary, and Jesus. When the drum of destiny beats, even the deaf will feel the vibration. Soon, your results will speak so loud that explanations are unnecessary. Carry on when support disappears. God sometimes subtracts people to multiply your dependence on him. Psalms 118 verse 8 says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." Dependence on God is alignment. If you feel forgotten, Isaiah 49 verses 15 to 16 says, "Can a mother forget her nursing child? Yet I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." You are not lost. you are engraved. Jesus fell under his cross but rose, carried it, and finished his course. If the Son of God stumbled and finished, so will you. The biggest miracle is not quitting. Even the snail reached the ark by moving slowly. It's about direction and consistency, not speed. Habakkuk 2 verse 3 says, "The vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come." The promise will not fail. When you fail, learn. When you fall, rise. When you cry, pray. When you wait, worship. Worship in waiting is warfare in disguise. Let trials teach you what comfort never could. James 1 verses 2 to 4 says, "Count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing this, that the trying of your faith works patience." Growth is hidden in pain. The cross, the most unfair event, birthed the greatest redemption. Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God." Not some things, but all things. Betrayal is part of destiny's transportation system. Without Judas, no crucifixion. Without the cross, no crown. Thank God for the pain that pushed you to purpose. Proverbs 16 verse 9 says, "A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps." God interrupts your plan to protect your purpose. Carry on when it hurts, when you don't understand, when you feel unqualified. God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. When faithful in little, God trusts you with much. Luke 16 verse 10 says, "He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much." Stay faithful where you are planted. The tree that bends will provide shade. You can't stop problems from coming, but you can stop them from defining you. Every day you rise again proves hell lost another round. Rise again tomorrow, until rising becomes your routine. Psalm 37 verses 23 to 24 says, "The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with his hand." You are upheld, not undone. Carry on. Your story isn't over. The God who wrote the beginning has written the ending. Those who carried on will prove faith still works. When heaven replays your journey, your perseverance will echo louder than your pain. Keep going, believing, and fighting. One day you'll realize the strength you prayed for was built when you wanted to quit. You'll say like Paul, "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." Carry on, no matter what.